Taking a closer look at abortion numbers in the U.S. in 2019, nearly 630,000 abortions were reported to the CDC.
Action News' Lauren Coomer has an in-depth look at that data. Joining us live now from Kalamazoo. Lauren?
Yeah, Max, Janice, those numbers showing in 2019, there were 11.4 women per 1,000 who got abortions ages 15 to 44. Women in their 20s accounted for half of those. Women aged 20 to 24 and 25 to 29 years of age accounted for the highest percentages of abortions, almost 28% and 29% respectively. Looking at teens 15 and under and women 40 or above, those groups accounted for the lowest percentages of abortions at 4% respectively and 0.2%. In Michigan, during that same year, there were over 27,300 abortions, with a little over 5% coming from out-of-state residents. That's 14.6 procedures per 1,000 women. After abortion was legalized nationwide in 1973, the rate of reported abortions increased rapidly, reaching the highest levels in the 80s. Since then, the CDC says numbers have decreased steadily, reaching historic lows in 2017. Portage area Representative Christine Moore saying in the wake of the Supreme Court draft leak, she believes abortion needs to remain an option for everyone.
I just think for people to live a full life, they should have full dominion over their bodies. So the real problem is that we are telling people with uteruses that they don't get to decide absolutely everything that happens with their body.
My thoughts on ABOs. Women should have a choice. True indeed. Women should have a choice, just as well as the men should have a choice. But there should be a cap on the ABOs. After what I've read and what I've heard and what I've seen statistically, there was 600,000 ABOs. 600,000 ABOs. I don't know if they was worldwide, countryside. I don't know. Statistically, 600,000 ABOs in 1 year. That's overkill, bro. That's just saying that there's not a lot of accountability when it comes to having unprotected sex. Don't get me wrong. It is what it is. It's a consequence to everything you do, bro. You drink too much, you get drunk. You smoke too much, you get high as fuck. You have sex too much, you'll catch a STD or HIV. You know what I'm saying? You know how it go. But my thoughts on the ABOs, there definitely should be a cap on the ABOs. For sure. For sure. But we living in these times where, you know, don't nobody like to take accountability for their actions, bro. And when I mean they. Women don't take accountability for their actions, bro. So yes, there should be a cap on ABOs. You pay a certain price for the first time, you go the second time, you pay double the price. You go the third time, you pay triple the price. You go the fourth time, you pay quadruple the price. So on and so forth. There should be a cap on that shit, because you gotta understand, taxpayers are paying for that shit. In most cities, some cities is free. Some of them may not. But overall, taxpayers is paying for that shit. And for you to be pro-choice, whatever, not for choice, taxpayers is paying their money for this shit, bro. So they have a right to feel some type of way about certain shit. And I agree. I totally agree. But until that day, we can be so-called on the same wavelength, on the same playing field. What really can you say? It's just the world we living in right now, man.